Well, welcome back to episode 4 of this 4-part series around money. I am so excited to dive into this last idea where we put everything together so that you truly can go out into this world feeling more liberated from the hold that money conditioning has had on you. Let's dive in.
Welcome to the High Vibes Podcast. I'm Binu, your host. My goal with every episode is to leave you feeling better, shining your light a little bit brighter than before you press play. Let's dive in.
All right, friends, if you've been listening to this series, you know we've been talking about this word coherence, how money responds when your inner world is unified and regulated and is no longer negotiating with itself. And today I want to take this one step deeper and maybe even a little more personal. Because truly the reason I'm so passionate about women and money is not because money is the goal. It's actually because I've seen the hold these money stories have had on so many women, and I want women to feel internal freedom. I feel this internal freedom now, and I can't even tell you. I didn't know how good it would feel. I didn't know that I get to feel this good. And I want this for you too. I've worked with women who, left high-paying corporate roles, and that might be you, to become an entrepreneur. They left the role and they thought they're going to do their own thing. And they came from these environments where the culture was go, 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 work harder, prove yourself, earn your worth. That's where I was. I came from the research world. A lot of people came from the banking world. And now a lot of women want something different. They're like me. And maybe you're like me. We want freedom. We want freedom, time with our kids, the ability to design our own days. I remember over the years, people would just say this to me, you can just choose what you want. You can just design the day you want. I was holding on to that for so long because I'm like, yeah, sign me up for that, please. Someone teach me how to do this. Right? So many of us want to choose our own hours so that we can be present with our children and still live this ambitious life and use our skills and our talents and still earn the kind of money that we once did or more. And then a lot of women get stuck with that because there's this internal conditioning that happens. So this is what ends up following them into entrepreneurship. It's not just the strategy gaps, it's these conditioning pieces. And then there's the women who made a different choice, right? They left the workforce earlier. They became the primary parent, the house manager, so to speak. Their partner became the financial contributor. And somewhere along the way, money started to feel like his domain. And I'm just speaking about my life because I have a husband. And quote unquote, her contribution became invisible. And I just want to say this clearly because this is one of the pieces of conditioning that I've had to move through. And this is what I do in my private coaching and in my Limitless group with people. But I just want to drop this here. In a family, both partners contribute. It's not his money or her money. It's one shared energy. And for some of you, I know this is landing. You both contribute energetically. So the love, the care, the parenting, the schedules that maybe, this is me, that I was taking care of, that energy, that support energy, at home, while my husband went downtown Toronto to his job, where he was bringing the money in to support our family, my support was different. And I just want women that are in this place to realize this, because the next step is courageous conversation with the partner to get them to be on the same page to understand this, because nobody taught us this. We've been taught that in this kind of situation, the man made the money and the woman stayed home, right? And that didn't work for me. In my confidence, in my self-leadership, my self-concept, my self-realization, that idea hurt me actually. And so I was looking for a new idea, and this idea found me. Oh my gosh, we both contribute energetically. His is financial and mine is, just for the sake of just saying it, the parenting. I took care of learning how to parent my kids. He took care of learning how to bring more money into the house so that we could live the life we want to live. And once we both got to this agreement, money just becomes this one expression of it all. It's just an expression. And this really brings me to something fundamental, this one energy idea. Money, love, calmness, joy, safety, freedom, it's all from the same source. It's all from the same abundant source of the universe. It's all infinitely available to us all. And honestly, friends, like we get to change how we think. Like I had this teacher that once said, just change your mind. You get to change your mind of how you think. Right? It's not that your thoughts are controlling you. You actually get to choose the thoughts you want to have. But we've been so conditioned to think a certain way that if we just leave it to default, we're going to feel lack and unworthy, gosh, so much, so often. Here is where we get to pause and get consciously aware of our thoughts, our conditioning, our beliefs, and adjust them to something of unconditional love and limitless possibility. That's the spiritual way. That's what I talk about all day long. This is how we lead ourselves to an extraordinary life. We're not meant to live segmented lives in our family, where some areas get abundance and others get lack. No. We're not supposed to live segmented lives here amongst other people, where some people get abundance and some people get lack. No, that's not how it works. The universe, God wants us to be abundant. It's our work here to grow and learn in order to become that which we already are deep inside, but it's this work we get to do here on earth. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. It's made like this so that we can have this experience to learn and grow and become a better version of ourselves, become the grandest version of the greatest vision of yourself, to remember who you are at your core and then express that as your new truth. That's what we're all going through, all of us. It's just on the outside, you can't see what someone's going through on the inside because we all have these masks at different times. It's just what it is. But when we're in safe places and spaces like the Manifest Her event that happened last week, which a recap will be coming, I'm still sitting in this space of awe and beauty and incredible energy. But this last episode needed to be expressed here. And so here I am. But this idea that I heard on the stage, our own stage last week of a speaker we brought in, the universe, or you say God, made no extras. I just want you to take this in. Made no extras. No one is here by accident. We're all here on purpose. We're all here because we're supposed to be. And I just want you to take this in. There are thousands of people in this world who are meant to be impacted by your personal, unique gifts. And when we shrink around our gifts or around money, we don't just limit our income and our ability to experience abundance, we limit our own expression. What we know from the research out there is that many of our money beliefs are formed by around age 10. Just think about that. By 10 years old, we've already absorbed messages about scarcity, worth, struggle, who money is for, who it's not, safety. And then we spend adulthood living those stories on repeat, unconsciously, subconsciously, without ever questioning them. Like, what? Me too. Like, why did we not learn to question lack, to question unhealthy stories in our head? Why? Because our parents didn't know. They didn't know what they didn't know. And now we know, and now we get to change what we teach our children, what we teach the people younger than us, so that we can actually literally change our world, change the 7 generations that are to come. Your work that you do right here in this iteration of your life, in this year, 2026, the year of the fire horse, truly, you are changing the generations ahead of you just by you working on yourself. I don't want you to take it as, oh my gosh, I have to do this. No, You working on creating internal freedom around money for yourself will change the worlds of women after you. Like, this stuff chokes me up. And this is the real work. Like, the soul work is to discover, unravel, and heal those stories. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Not to shame them and not to bypass them, but gently bring them into your awareness and then choose something new. Like, I was sharing this on the stage the other day because I did the talk around money, and I was like, make it so neutral. It's like, as I move through this, I've released so many money stories. I feel so free. Yet, as I step into something new, I know I've got new ones coming that I've not even realized are there, because I'm stepping into not just like next level income for myself, but next level opportunities for myself. And when I do something I've never done before, oh yeah, my brain's going to have a heyday. My conditioning is going to have, well, we've never done this before, so we better try to keep her safe and give her some thoughts so she doesn't do something crazy, right? But when you bring them gently into your awareness and you go, oh, there she is. Oh, thank you, new conditioning. Oh, thank you, new unconscious thought that's now conscious. Now I can shift you because now I know who you are, what you're saying, and that I don't want you here. And I can unconditionally, lovingly, and with limitless possibilities, adjust my thoughts and move into a new way of being. Because when those new money stories are actually embodied, and then it's like I literally live them, sing them, memorize them, and feel it in my body until it feels embodied. Feel it until it feels like my new way, my new belief, like not just understood, but actually like believed at your core, in your bones, in your cells. Then it becomes your new way of being. And when your insides feel free like this, the money, the abundant opportunities become inevitable. I just want you to see this. When you work on the inner game, the outside just needs time to catch up. I truly believe this. I truly believe the universe does not want us to live in lack. It wants you to live in abundance, because abundance supports learning, growth, expansion. We're here to grow. And yes, we all have the conditioning. Nobody can escape it. We get to move through this life becoming aware of the stories that are keeping us small, keeping us overthinking. And we get to choose abundance instead. Like lack mind to abundant mind, do the full-time job. Like, take the job the universe is trying to hire you for. I said yes to the full-time job. And you might say, oh my gosh, it's so much work. Yeah. In my head, yeah, it is all day, every day. But you know what? When you choose to accept it, it's so worth it, because internal freedom is on the other side. If you've never felt this next level internal freedom around money, watch what happens. Within starting to unravel some of the stories, with just working on the subconscious piece first, you will start to feel more free. And to do that with ease, without joining any program, I have a become a money magnet meditation. It's actually got a little bit of like a hypnosis script to it that helps you get into your subconscious mind. And it's free. It's on my website. I want all women listening to this, and it's best to listen to it just before you go to bed so it gets absorbed into your subconscious mind. However, you can listen to it any time of the day. I would love for you to try to listen to this 3 times a week for the next 2 weeks and then see how you feel. And please share this with a friend, because you're not having the conversations I'm having with women around money. These conditionings are deep, running deep within us. Every woman could use a release, truly, subconsciously. So go to my website, binu.ca, and feel free to just download that, listen to it on repeat. And I know you're going to have some aha moments and feel a little bit more free. But I want to finish up this episode with this idea that money is an amplifier. This is like roaming in my mind. Like, spiritually, money is an amplifier. So it's all one energy. And then whatever is already present in your life, in your relationships, in your self-leadership, how you feel about yourself, how you talk about yourself, money is an amplifier to all that. Money makes everything else louder. So whether you have good relationships, they will get louder. Whether you have tough relationships right now, that will get louder. You'll be almost gently forced to do the healing work on some things. You'll be gently forced to have courageous conversations. You'll be gently forced to go inward more with yourself and get present with where you need to self-lead yourself next, where the self-talk mastery is asking for your attention next. And so truly, I believe when a woman heals her money stories, money doesn't just increase income, it amplifies confidence, self-trust, self-leadership, relationships, your physical health. And I've seen this with myself again and again, and I've seen this with my clients again and again. And I share this moment right now that truly showed me what this all means. It was a woman who's in my Limitless program. It's my 6-month signature program. And you can reach out to me anytime and just book a call with me to talk about it. It's where spiritually inclined women, entrepreneurs come together to really bust through all the limits. It's called Limitless. So we're here to bust through the limits so that we can have more abundance and opportunities, bring more money in so that we can do more good in the world. We talk about fears and doubts. We talk about, the vulnerable stories that have kept us stuck from our conditioning. And so one thing came up with this one beautiful woman. She was having this conversation around money with her husband. And she said it just got really like she felt that ick in her body again. She felt the stressors coming, the tension in her chest. And something like this, she said, would sit in her body for weeks. She would overthink, feel lack, feel tight. She'd replay these old money stories again and again. This time, because of the work we're doing in Limitless and the spiritual connection work that we're doing with the universe and bringing love and possibility in and shifting our thoughts and beliefs and then exercising them into life, like integrating this into life, she noticed the contraction. She noticed it. She used her tools. She adjusted her thoughts. And I'm making this simple, but it's not as simple. She chose love and possibility, and her shift happened in 1 hour. And so her win that day, she was like, I shifted in an hour. This is mind-blowing. Like she was sharing how mind-blowing it was. 1 hour. And that's how I knew she had become this version of herself around money, this new high vibrational woman around money. This is what I call quantum shift. This is what we call collapsing timeline. What took her 3 weeks before now shifted in an hour. And I want you to know, like I've been doing this work. I'm the leader of this work. I've been able to shift some negative lack stories in minutes. It comes, I hear it, I make it neutral, I bring love, I change my thought, I sit with it, I let my energetic body, I do some of my nervous system regulation work, and I can feel it shift inside my body in minutes. And this doesn't mean that our problems disappear. It doesn't mean that you no longer live. It just means, it just means that you no longer live inside of the disagreements, the problems, the life circumstance that's showing up. And I tell you, friends, when you do this with money, it spills into everything else. Money truly reveals where else we're being invited to grow. We're on a soul growth journey. So you choose the place you want to start. I started with relationships. I started by mastering the art of communication in my relationships. It's what I did I was doing personal coaching for years. And then I realized like switching to money, like focusing on the money mostly in terms of like the health, the relationship, the healthy relationship with money for myself started helping my relationships more, started helping me get to the gym and eat better. It's wild. Helping my leadership, helping me step into being the leader I always knew I was supposed to be, but I was scared to show myself. I was scared to be seen. I was scared to speak up and use my voice as the expression was calling me. That's what I really want people to realize when you start working on your money stories unapologetically. You're just working on your own conditioning. Everything else amplifies. So this brings me to this idea that, visibility, whether you want to be seen more in your social circles, you want your friends to see the true version of you. You want to see your colleagues to see the true version of you. Visibility is where coherence is tested. In episode 3, we talked about coherence. Visibility is where this coherence is truly tested, because being seen amplifies too, right? All of it amplifies. So many women unconsciously hide, whether you're in business or not because they lack confidence, but because being seen with abundance feels unsafe. Whether we're talking about abundance of opportunities, abundance of money, abundance of relationships, being seen with abundance feels unsafe to a lot of us. So that's why this episode is truly about truth. Being seen is actually an abundance issue. It's not a confidence one. And it's why I've created the spaces I have. My coaching, my private coaching, my limitless group, and then my masterclasses. And this is where my true invitation today is here for you. As we finish off this 4-part series around women and money, I invite you into this masterclass I'm doing on February 12th. So that's in 2 days when you're listening to this episode. So if you've been feeling the call to show up more fully in your life, in business, online, to stop softening your essence, to stop softening your message, to let your gifts truly be visible without apology, then please attend my free masterclass or register for it if you can't make it live. It's called Be Seen. It's where we're going to work through this gently, safely, but powerfully. It's not about forcing visibility. It's literally just restoring this thing that we were calling coherence in the last episode and stepping in gently to that next version of you so visibility feels natural. So being seen as your true essence, your full expression of your soul, your inner spirit feels natural. And so you can grab that link in the show notes. I would love to see you there. And I'd love for you to sign up just so you can get the replay. And you can watch the replay over and over, which I think it's going to be one of those that when I do this one exercise, because the exercises allow you to feel it. And really, we manifest what we feel, not what we think about. We manifest the thing, whether it's to be seen more, to be fully expressed, to show up as your true version, your truest version. We have to have this experience, this feeling first inside, so we feel that safety. Then we we take the step. So it's from that beingness, that next level beingness, we step into the doing. That is how we live this extraordinary life, one step at a time. And so just a reminder, go to my website, grab that money release meditation. You are going to love it. I know that. I've heard so many incredible things from people. And then do sign up for the masterclass. I can't wait to see you on Thursday. And I'll leave you with this. When your inner world feels free, when your beliefs, your body, your desires are unified, money responds. Not because you earned it, but because you're finally available for it. So with that, friends, I'm here for the extraordinary life, and I hope you are too.
Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you listening. If this episode resonated with you and you wish to speed up your growth, feel free to check out my programs and services. Just go to my website, binu.ca. And if you know someone else who is seeking more meaning in life and could use some inspiration and high vibes along the way, please pass them on to me. It would mean the world. And it goes a long way if you take a few seconds right now and leave me a 5-star review and share this with your friends. I'll be forever grateful.